So I wanted to share a technique I use to clear my mind actually, and I've been using it for about three months, 2.5 months, and it's really been really useful. It's actually a combination of two techniques. The first one I'll go through in this video, and the second one I'll go through in a second video. But it's a combination of the two. And it's really good for just clearing the cobwebs away at the beginning of the day. The idea is that you do this at the beginning of the day, and it allows you to free yourself up to get on with to concentrate on what needs doing. So which has been one of my problems for a long time. And so the first part of the technique is something called morning pages that I took the idea from a book called The Artist's Way that my sister had, and I kind of adapted it to my own needs. And what it involves is basically writing a page, or I mean, it can be more than a page, but I write a page in a notebook every day of complete nonsense. So basically, you start the page and you just write the first thing that comes into your head. And what's amazing about it is it just takes the pressure off. So I think I mentioned in a previous video, I've never been very good at writing diaries, and part of that was because of the pressure of, who's going to read this diary. I was writing for an audience. I was also trying to write eloquently when I've tried writing blogs in the past, and you want to have a good argument, you want to have references to things you're talking about, and so all those kind of became obstacles and stopped me from getting on and writing. So what's happened now is, because I'm writing for myself, and I'm allowed to write complete bollocks, it just frees you up to just get, let it flow out of you. And what's ironic is that actually, although it can be nonsense, I've ended up writing stuff that's relatively readable. I mean, I say readable, I'm not planning to publish it anytime soon, but it's really useful. And so what I do is I don't write on the weekends. I just write from Monday to Friday, and it's now become a routine, and it's really helpful. I mean, to give you an idea, I'm just reading one from a month or so ago. The first line I wrote, or the first few lines, was, "These always seem to start with a blank. I just went out for a bit of exercise, and wow, it feels good." Like really kind of stuff that makes you cringe. But because I'm I'm not going to read anymore, because I'm writing it for myself, and I've obviously, I mean, I might go into that in a later stage, but I started writing this as a way of helping myself, because I was getting kind of tied down by all this confusion in my head, and I just, it's not a kind of like, it's not a miracle cure, but it is something that's really helped me to kind of form a little bit of a routine, clear out my mind, get that small feeling of satisfaction at having finished it. Because I don't always fancy writing them. Sometimes I do, but I don't always. And I've got into the routine now, forcing myself to write them. So that's the first part of this new regime I'm going through. And then I'll share the second part with you in another video. All right, cheers.